Land, the most precious resource man was endowed with, is also our only known habitat. Without proper planning and information on how to manage, develop and protect this single most valuable endowment, mankind will be under threat of extinction. Imagine life as we know it, without knowledge of our environment. Humans will spend eons of years finding out the right way of managing resources, where to locate these resources, when and how to detect natural disasters, and how to plan for the future, without depleting resources that our lives depend on. Without proper land management and accurate information on how to plan for the future, many nations have kissed goodbye the hope of development and prosperity. And as the world continues to develop, so is the need for information on how to manage, plan, and take good care of resources which are scarce in nature. It is of great importance the role of Earth observation and to have a body tasked with mapping out the physical locations of resources so that there can be a plan that is channeled towards economic growth and prosperity.
In all the different areas. So we observe the earth and we get information in different sectors, whether it's agriculture, land management, climate, disasters, as you can see there.
In Africa, we are facing many challenges, including poverty, food security, and severe environmental degradation, with serious consequences for our people, especially the poorest. Most of these challenges are directly related to land administration and management issues. We believe that accurate and timely information from satellite images can contribute to the solution of these challenges.
The Regional Center for Mapping of Resources for Development, RCMRD, was established in Nairobi, Kenya in 1975 under the auspices of the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, UNECA, and the then Organization of African Unity, or AU, today African Union, AU. RCMRD is an intergovernmental organization and currently has 20 contracting member states in the Eastern and Southern African regions, namely Botswana, Burundi, Comoros, Ethiopia, Kenya, Lesotho, Malawi, Mauritius, Namibia, Rwanda, Seychelles, Somali, South Africa, South Sudan, Swaziland, Tanzania, Uganda, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. Our mission is to promote sustainable development through generation, application, and dissemination of geo-information and allied ICT services and products in the member states and beyond. Our vision is to be a premier center of excellence in provision of geo-information services. RCMRD functional programs have moved away from service technology framework, e.g. remote sensing, geodesy, cartography, etc., to problem-solving applications in natural resource and environmental management. RCMRD is now providing services on demand-driven basis.
We give technical advice to our member states whenever there are policy formulation are required in the area of expertise, where standards are required, we provide this to the member states.
Since its establishment, the center has been very instrumental in capacity building in resource survey, mapping, remote sensing, GIS, and natural resources assessment and management in Africa. It was also instrumental in helping different countries establish their national mapping agencies. To date, the center in any given year trains more than 3,000 technical officers from its member states and other African countries in the fields of surveying and mapping, remote sensing, GIS, and natural resources assessment and management.
in the process, we're developing capacity for the country so that they will be able to do the same for themselves in the coming future, because they're supposed to report to the IPCC for the climate change panels every 2 years, and to develop their own maps every 4 years.
The center has also implemented numerous projects on behalf of its member states and development partners. RCMRD is now moving into the future with confidence and endeavors to live up to its values of upholding the highest standards of services to its customers and continuously improving the quality of services and products.
This center also undertakes research and development, and our main focus is how can we use geoinformation to, of course, benefit societies, and we do this together with international institutions.
Our day-to-day work goes with getting into the satellite catalogs, searching for the images, processing them to a level that the client can be able to use for various applications, which can be hydrology, climate, urban planning.
We're developing greenhouse gases inventories, land cover maps for Scheme 1 and Scheme 2. It's a USAID funded project in collaboration with NASA, South Africa, and Colorado State University.
Member states benefit from the technical capability that the center has in terms of repairs of expensive new and old survey equipment that will otherwise be very expensive for members to ship overseas for troubleshooting.
Our daily activities here normally is to service on the member countries' equipment. For example, if Zambia, they have surveying equipment need to be serviced, they don't bring those equipment here. It's us who are traveling to that member country and do service on site. We also offer training of servicing on calibration of this equipment, but the training which we are offering, it's help the member countries to have just a person who can take care of the equipment when the equipment has minor problems.
We also undertake initiatives like this, whose objectives are to improve environmental management and resilience to climate change. A classic example is the Survey project, which is a unique science technology project that enables improved environmental decision-making in surveyed regions. It was established through a joint partnership between United States Agency for International Development, USAID, and National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, in collaboration with regional institutions in East Africa, Himalaya, and Mesoamerica. Partners includes United States government agencies, foreign ministries, public international organizations, non-governmental organizations, and universities. The Survey project works to build the capacity of survey regional hub institutions, governments, and other key stakeholders to integrate Earth observation information and geospatial technologies into environmental decision-making. The Survey project, which in Spanish means to serve, provides geospatial applications, services and capacity building for sharing, integrating, mapping, and focusing using different kinds of geoinformation from different sources. At RCMRD, we take pride in being on the forefront in the use of cutting-edge technology to provide our member states, government institutions, and our clients with a wide range of data that is crucial to the assessment of the environment, disaster early warning, and preparation. We recently launched MODIS, a new satellite capable of tracking real-time impacts of extreme weather and climate change on Africa from space. The Moderate Resolution Imaging Spectroradiometer, MODIS, oversees 75% of Africa's land area and scans for factors affecting the environment, like forest fires, in areas where human surveillance cannot reach without the aid of aerial photography. Based in Nairobi at RCMRD Center, the MODIS collects data from different observation satellites throughout the African continent, capable of capturing images with a 250-meter resolution. This will enable the acquisition of direct data, which can be processed into different products for a variety of applications, such as flood mapping, crop monitoring, fire assessment, water quality assessment, and hailstorm prediction, among others. Even local farmers can accelerate the insurance payout process, as most insurance companies depend on data collected from distant weather stations.
The only 3 such stations in Africa. In fact, we were the second. The antenna, although looks small, can receive in one pass of a few minutes coverage of an image from Johannesburg past Cairo. So these images covering a large part of Africa is also available twice a day.
The idea is basically to provide state-of-the-art technology for that data acquisition for various sectors of our lives, whether it is forestry, water, fire, warnings, all those issues.
The center must strive to acquire the tools and technologies to harness the images received by this station to address important areas.
It's an achievement to the whole of African continent. With this new mapping method, we get those informations, flood, early warning disasters, and then improvement of food production, etc., etc.
We recently received ISO certification as a testimony to our commitment towards excellent service provision and our commitment to be a premier center of excellence in provision of geoinformation services.
This center draws staff from member states, expertise from outside, and therefore as Center of Excellence and as an example to national institutions, the ministers felt it necessary and important that this center demonstrates by example to establish a quality management system.
Africa is now at the threshold of opportunity. There is much to be achieved in Africa, in biodiversity, in health, in education, in food security, and in housing.
It is our firm belief that both these systems will further enhance the capacity of the RCMRD to enable it to fulfill its mission of supporting the member states in the production and dissemination of reliable and timely geospatial data for our sustainable development endeavors.
We are looking to the future with confidence as we endeavor to promote sustainable development through generation, application, and dissemination of geoinformation and allied ICT services and products in the member states and beyond.